in the last video.
One bite of that, pretty sure it stopped my heart.
And so we continue.
Alright everyone, hello. And welcome back to Mario 64. I actually have a controller that can function this time. It's absolutely incredible what you can do when you have working hardware. Ow. So we're gonna go back and redo all the things that we couldn't do. Like swim and, I don't know, play. So, last time, we kind of got over some more basic introduction stuff. But I do want to talk about some just wholesome things. I would say is Mario 64 has a special place in all our hearts. I bet, more so mine. Just because this is the game I grew up with, man. Like, I was living in Florida at the time, and my pops, for Christmas, it was us and my sisters. I had two sisters. And, he came home with a Nintendo 64, and the only games we ever had, just because of how expensive they were, but the only games we've ever had was Mario 64, awesome, and, Mario Kart, just because it was the four of us. Me, my two sisters, and my pops. You know, there'd be times where we would just race together and we would just, you know, just fucking go back at it for a good couple hours on the weekends. And that was the thing that I cherished the most about this game, or about this console, is that it's just the nostalgia, you know? My sisters and I fighting over who gets to play which world. My sisters and I getting to fight over who chooses what racer. My sister screaming at me for when I beat them in Mario Kart. Me screaming at my sisters for unplugging my controller and cheating and winning at Mario Kart. It was fun. You know, my pops, yeah, he used to race me all the time, and that's the one connection about the Nintendo 64 I will forever love, is just the joys I've had with my family, especially, you know, being, what was I, 7, 8 years old at the time. It was amazing how a simple console just kind of, you know, brought us all together. It's also amazing how a simple console made us fight a lot. All the cheating shenanigan in Mario Kart or whatever. It's fun to look back on it, but now, yeah, it's just a thing of the past. And I do truly enjoy the Nintendo 64 era. And it was one of the things that I kind of grew up with. We had a Super Nintendo too, which for some reason I was really good at that. You know, my mom told me I was completing Super Mario World with Yoshi and Super Mario Bros. 3 for the Super Nintendo, because we had the All-Stars pack. We still do. We had the All-Stars pack, which had Super Mario Land. Oh, excuse me. I'm sorry, I'm tired. We had the All-Star pack. We still do. The Super Mario All-Stars with Super Mario Land in it. Or Super Mario World, sorry. And my sisters were confused because I beat the game before they could, and they're like, oh, I broke it. Because there's these weird words on the screen and they won't go away. And my mom's like, oh shit, those are the end credits. And since then, I was just kind of like the gaming prodigy of my time in my family. Just because, like, I was smart like that, I guess. But today, excuse me, I'm so tired. But yeah, to this day, I'm not as good as I used to be. Yeah, I'm rusty. I've fallen behind, and you know, there's a lot of things I want to get back into. One of the things I don't want to attempt again. Yeah, and yes, I tried it a couple times with speedrunning. I love the SGDQ. The Summer Games Done Quick, if you guys aren't familiar with that. It's a huge charity event, which is always nice, doing things for charity. And sorry, I don't know why I'm so freaking tired right now. Yeah, they did the charity events of speedruns and stuff, and all donations and proceeds went to specific, charity corporations that were chosen, I guess, by specific streamers, maybe, or I don't know entirely how that works, but they did donations and stuff nonetheless, and I've always appreciated that. And also just the fact of the speedrunning community that I appreciated as well. And I used to be really good at Mario 64 to the point where I wanted to do like blindfold runs and just try doing things of just a wild nature, I guess. I'm so sorry. I think I'm gonna take a nap after this one. It's been an eventful day. I am, yeah. Used to do my own versions of speedruns, and before anyone asked, no, I was never good. I was absolute dog shit when it came to speedruns. But that didn't stop me from trying and coming up with the best times that I could possibly get on my own volition. I get it, like my best times ain't even shit. Oh, awesome. Thank you. Yeah, some of my best times aren't even close to what these guys' worst times have been, and it just makes me feel like shit. But I do. I love and respect the speedrun community, and every time I'd play this game when I was growing up, I would always try to do things faster and better and more efficiently, and I was so excited that I was able to do certain things at certain times, and speedrunning community is like, no, you ain't shit. And they pummeled me into the ground, and they bullied me and beat me up a bit and took my chocolate milk, and the rest is history at that point. Leave the speedrunning to the champions. And I'm like, yeah, yes, you guys got it. Because I got tired of trying to fucking figure all that out, man. I would never, ever in a million years. Sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm exhausted. But yeah, never in a million years would I figure out how to do a speedrun ever. Just because, like, these people, they're inhuman freaks of nature. I mean that in a good way. Because they're like, oh, we have to do specific jumps and maneuvers on pixel perfect frames, and at this specific point in time, at this specific frame, at this specific angle, or whatever. I'm like, how the fuck? First off, how the fuck did anyone figure that out? And second off, how did you guys manage to just find better ways of doing something that was figured out on a whim, Sorry. And it will never cease to amaze me how intelligent these people are when it comes to exploiting game tactics and stuff. Like, here I am, happy because I'm like, oh, cool, I can beat, Bob on Battlefield in under, we'll say, 30 minutes. I mean, obviously that's nothing. But, for like 9, 10-year-old me, I mean, that was pretty impressive. And, it's like, these guys are like, well, I can beat it in like 17 seconds. And I'm like, oh, well, I guess I'll just go fuck myself then. And they're wild with what they do. Like, I want to know who the first person was to discover certain tips and tricks about speedrunning. Like, how the fuck did you guys figure out, like, oh, in order to do this specific maneuver, you need to do a triple twisty dick flip off the Eiffel Tower, grab your ball sack at this specific frame. If you grab it too soon, you fail. If you grab it too early, you fail. If you grab it too hard, you fail. You have to tenderly grab your ball sack at this specific point in time. And then when you grab your ball sack, you need to twist and do a triple flippy dick flip into this tiny little kiddie pool filled with gold coins and shit. And then the moment you touch the water, you have to tilt back on the control stick, shove your thumb up your ass, and drink a gallon of milk without throwing up. It's like, okay, how in the fuck did you... Wow. Thank you for breaking my phone. It's like, how in the fuck did you guys figure that out? Like, who in their right mind is like, oh, well, I wonder if I shoved my thumb up my ass, if that'll yield me different results. And sure enough, they're like, well, I shaved off 15 minutes of time because I shoved my thumb up my ass. Like, who the fuck thought that was a good idea? Like, who the fuck figured any of this out? Who the fuck figured it out? Who the fuck thought it was a good idea? And how the fuck did they figure out that it works? Like, it's just mind-blowing to me how the speedrunning community works. And ever since then, I've always loved them and respected them and appreciated them just for finding goofy ways of beating games and stuff. And I loved GSGDQ, and I bought a couple t-shirts because, you know, again, it's all for charity, and it was just such a wholesome event, and I loved every minute of it. So kudos to the speedrunning community for doing what you guys do, and I will never have it in me to come toe-to-toe with you guys or even attempt to become relevant. I'm just not that good. But, you know, it is what it is. You know, I have my ways of playing, and as long as I'm not absolute dog shit, I'm quite content with that, you know? Because I'm not completely hopeless, I guess. Yeah, there you are. Yeah, we gotta get this little asshole out of here. Come on. Oh, Jesus. I forgot that you smacked me around like an asshole. You come out. Look at this fucking eel peeking out like a bitch. What are you fucking peeking out for? Jesus Christ. I forgot that he does that. Again. Even though it just fucking happened, I immediately forgot he does that. Oh, yes, but he's out now. Alright, get over here, you asshole. Give me your fucking star. Cool. Thank you. Yeah, I do love the, I do love the speedrunning community. I do love the charity events, and kudos and mad respects to those who are involved and those who are finding new ways of completing things. You know, I do appreciate all the cool, wild, and wacky things you guys find. It's always such a treat to behold and to just witness in general. It's amazing. But yeah, I don't know what I want to do next. I think I'm just gonna clear out. I think I'm just gonna clear you out. I have enough time for a couple more stars, so we're just gonna do some quick, easy ones in here. Now that I have a functioning controller. Now that I have a functioning controller, we can go back and do these levels. No, even with a functioning controller, I'm still pretty shit. No, I do miss the simple times of playing games with my family. I do miss the simple times of, you know, just the 4-player races with my family. The simple times of speedrunning and just trying to be something I'm not, which is a professional gamer. I was actually good once upon a time with certain games, and then for some reason, I'm just like, so my IQ, right? I want to take a shit and then lose points immediately, and I did. I fucking did. I took one big shit. I lost 50 IQ points. I forgot how to play games. And then I just worked for a living. It was gross. Especially working in retail. Oh my god. I worked in the corporate bullshit worlds of Target and Kmart. Oh, I got some fucking horror stories to share with you guys about those jobs. And I can safely say a lot about Kmart because the majority of them are out of business at this point. For good reason. Come on. There you go. I can't be the only one who actually drops the baby off like that. I can't be the one who does that. Yeah, I do look forward to sharing some stories with you guys about the joys of retail. And real quick, I do want to apologize if the audio sounds awful. Basically from the beginning all the way up until now, if not further. Again, I'm still learning how to do all these things and learning how to fix my audio and correct everything and make everything good. I'm still learning how to do all that. But most importantly, I also do have oh, awesome. I do have like a deviated septum and like I do have polyps in my nose, and lucky me, I get to have severe nasal surgery in my sinus cavities sometime soon this year. This year being 2025, as we are now in January, and Happy New Year, everyone. I'm already late to the party, but there's no time limit for me, you know. You know, you start something new, you do it when you get to it. You know, for New Year's, I want to get back into video editing, and I wanted to quit smoking, and so far, I quit smoking. And I've been clean for, actually, I stopped around Christmas time, believe it or not. So I've been free of smoking cigarettes for, a good bit of a couple weeks now. As we are here in the beginning of January. First or second week in January. You know, like I stopped smoking, and here I am with video editing, so I'm trying. I want this year to be better. But one of the things I do have to do this year is I do need to find a good ENT, and I do have damaged sinus cavities, and I do have damaged sinus passageways. I do have polyps in my nose, and I have somewhat of a deviated septum, so my voice sounds nasally. My breathing is all fucking gross, and my audio is going to sound like ass because I'm trying to make that sound better without actually trying to sound worse, if that makes sense. It's hard to explain, but in a nutshell, I need to have a rotor surgery, which is where they drill into my sinus passageways from the back of my throat. Like, they go in through the mouth, and they go like up into the sinus ways through the roof of the mouth into the skull. And one of the reasons why I've been holding off on that surgery is, from what I've gathered, is that if they botch that surgery and they drill into my skull, they can drain my cerebral spinal fluid, and I'll then become a vegetable for the rest of my life. If not, in a medically induced coma, and I wouldn't wake up ever again. So, I was kind of taking the goods with the bads, like, either have a hard time breathing or die. But it got to that point where I'm like asphyxiating myself and choking on gross shit that drips in the back of my throat at night. And the coughing has done a serious damage on my throat, and this is why I sound the way I do. Yeah, I never used to be this nasally and disgusting, but what am I doing? I'm way past my time. Yeah, no, I never used to be this bad. And I'm doing what I can in my audio to make things enjoyable. So I apologize if my audio sounds like shit. I'm sorry if I sound like shit. I'm sorry if everything sounds like shit, but I'm trying, you know? I gotta start somewhere. And where else to start than here? I'm in no way, shape, or form ready for big leagues. Started off small and baby steps from here. That's a story for another time, so thank y'all for hanging out with me. I do appreciate your time and your company as always. I would love it if you followed along with me. If not, that's cool too. I still appreciate you checking me out. Till next time, everyone, I hope you all have a great day or night, and I'll catch you all on the next one, alright? Goodbye, everyone. Take care.